Hi all, welcome back to Empyrion, Galactic Survival. And today it's another workshop highlight, and we're going to actually be reviewing somebody who we've already reviewed. So, for those who know, the first workshop highlight we've done for Empyrion was actually based on Vexray's stuff. And, well, the crazy person has been up to it again. They've actually been building bases as well, so they've updated all our stuff. So if you're a fan of Vexray, let's show you what we've got today. So he's got basically what he calls his pub, PUP, which is the personal utility and protection, I believe. So basically what these are micro builds. So this is what the emergency, I believe. Let's check this. I want to make sure because I don't want to give you the bad names here. Yes, it's PUP emergency. This is basically if you are out and about and you are basically screwed because your base got completely obliterated, what you can do is actually drop one of these things down. They're very cheap, very easy to build, obviously survival ready. But as you can see, you have an oxygen system, you have a basic crafter. If you come around here, you've got your generator, and then you've actually got some storage in this thing as well that's enclosed behind all of your panels. There's an oxygen tank in there, and I believe should have a cargo as well, yes. And then obviously the fuel tank. So what this allows you to do is to very quickly drop down a manufacturing system. Like I said, if you basically find yourself in a situation that you don't have the resources or materials to build what you need, you can drop one of these things and build it. Let's show you what this is going to entail. If you were to build one of these in survival mode, you're basically going to need 80 copper ingots, 70 copper or cobalt ingots, 70 iron, 50 silicon, 11 cement, and 1 water jug. These are all things that you can build in your emergency crafter. So you can place one. You can place your emergency crafter somewhere where it's going to be secure, maybe inside of a mountain or something. Run your resources through it, get what you need, throw it, and build this thing. And this is what you would end up with. And it's a really nice design. You know, I'm a huge fan of Vexray's. I know I talk quite a bit about some of his builds, so it's another really well done, great color selection, and the whole thing just works really, really well. So this is your emergency system. Now, if you want something a little bit bigger with some defense, you have the level 5 base. And as the name hints at, you need to be level 5 in order to build this thing. Right? But when you do, you get a couple of cannons. You've got a nice, I mean, it's a really nice base laid out. Let's take a look in here. Whoop, there we go. So inside, you have your clone chamber, you have your oxygen chamber, you have grow lots over here. On this side you have your material storage for oxygen and power, your crafting station obviously, refrigerator and food processor, and your bulk storage. So, I mean, this is a really, really nice base considering it's only requires you to be level 5 to build. Looking at the resources on this thing, because this is level 5 base, you're looking at 1,000 cement. This is probably the one time I would say use cement. I never use cement for anything. It's a running joke, I think, at this point as to just exactly how much I dislike cement in this game. But Vexray makes it work. So you do need a bit of iron. It's not a whole lot of iron, actually. I mean, with what you go, if you're using the easy start for resources, you can almost build this thing out the gate. If you're doing anything other than easy for the resources, you're going to have to do a little bit of mining. So using PUP, your emergency crafting station or your survival crafting station, you know, you can see where there's a logical progression. So basically, if you're doing anything other than an easy start, I would say dig a hole in the side of a mountain, drop your emergency crafter there. start gathering your resources. If you want to build the pup first, because that will allow you to build bigger things, you could even drop that into the side of a mountain. I think I've got a video explaining how to look for places if you're looking for a place to hide. I'm not going to link that on this one because this is all about Vexray stuff. So we're going to go through Vexray stuff here. But yeah, like I said, it's a fairly inexpensive build. It only requires 2 growing plots. There's 21 water jugs and 160 silicon, 220 copper, 230 cobalt. So, like I said, it's stuff that you can get if you're lucky on the spawn and you've got resources nearby. It's a 5-10 minute build. You do have to wait 53 in-game minutes for this thing to spawn. However, while you're waiting, you can continue gathering the rest of your resources so that when this thing is up and running, you are basically ready to start producing ammo for it. Because if you are in survival mode, once you place this base, whether you power it on or not, it starts the clock and timer for your drone invasions. So let's head upstairs because there are multiple floors here. When you come upstairs, you've got your SV landing area, very nicely done. And again, you know, it is Vexray stuff, so I'm a little bit rougher on the reviews for Vexray than for most people, because Vexray does such great work that there's a much higher level of expectation on his build. So, and as you can see, there are multiple landing areas. You have a larger landing pad there. You've got what looks like, I'm assuming this is the HV landing pad. It's not marked this time, so one of the things that Vexray will do usually is to put like an HV or SV marker on it so you know what the intent is. But looking at it, because it is ramped, I would say that's well, I don't know, maybe. It might just be a small SV, but you could probably get an HV up there. And then on this side, yeah, I'm thinking that's an HV landing spot. You know, primarily HV, but a secondary SV if you've got a small one. And then again, you do have the autocannons out here. Since you do have 4 of them, you're going to chew through ammo really, really quickly. But they are going to be effective for base defense against drones and or hostile aliens. So, again, really nice build, very well put together. I really like the design of this. And with it being so inexpensive... Oh, there's your ammo. With it being so inexpensive, you can build this fairly easily and fairly quickly. So once you've gotten this done, if you're ready to move on to a bigger base, you have his level 10 build. Now, this thing is a little bit nuts. It's got the, I'm believing those are the flak cannons. I believe that's flak cannon, right? Yeah, so that is the flak cannon. And then, are those the... Those are just the regular minigun cannons. Yes, those are the regular cannons. So 2 flak cannon, 2 of the regular cannons, the assault cannons. A nice landing pad here on the roof, with secondary landings for larger HVs on either side. Again, it is ramped so that you can get things in and out easily. It looks like we've also got an overlook area, little platform there, balcony, another entrance here, which on the level 5 I was actually kind of disappointed in the fact that the HV does not have a ready entry point into the base itself. But, you know, can't have everything. But on level 10 base, you got pretty much everything. This is actually really nicely done. And then you have, of course, the slightly larger landing pad here for both HVs or SVs, depending on what you need. As you can see, you have 2 of the large generators right here. Again, interesting color choice. The teal and cyan blues are not generally my color choice, but hey, it works, and you can very easily paint this to recolor it. So yeah, let's head inside. I do like the use of the windows here. That's really nice. Okay, so you come inside. You've got your large ammo, a second large ammo. The entrances, well, your crafting room. These are regular constructors, right? Nope, regular large constructor. You've got 2 of those. Coming over to the other side, you have your bulk storage, and that is a lot of storage. We've got, what, 9 cargo containers in here? Very nice. Get your elevator going upstairs, which we will get to in a moment. And then again, the entry area where you now have a med station and the oxygen station here. You've got 2 grow areas, as you can see here. It looks like he's only using 3 grow pods. Yep, he's using 3 grow plots in each side. And I'm guessing that's true on both sides, yes. You have your, is this the power room? Yes. So you have another large generator. You've got the large and small fuel tank. Looks like, actually, okay, so that's the O2. Did he do that with, so this may be, yes, he did 2 of the tier 2 fuel tanks here, and then 2 of the large O2 tanks. Alright, let's see what's on the other side. Looks like we may have more power. Yes, so we have another large generator. So that's 4 large generators so far. 4 of the tier 2 fuel tanks and 4 of the O2 tanks, the large O2 tanks. So this is a pretty impressive. That's the grow plots. Okay, so that's everything on the ground floor, and then there's your entrance area. Your crafting stations for your food processing, and 2 of the large refrigerators, or the tier 2 refrigerators. And that brings us back into the elevator. Now, one of the things that I really enjoy about Vexray's builds is the fact that it tends to keep things consistent between them. Let's go in here. This is the next floor, I believe. So you have your entrance area here with your balcony access here. Again, another balcony access here. And then again, stairs in. Now, did I miss any doors is the question. Because he does tend to build little areas into things, so. And then your giant landing pad here, which I would say is probably going to be your main landing pad for your SVs. The lower pads, especially the 2 on the side, I personally would use for HVs, and then the large pad in the front I might use for a larger HV or a SV that was intended to be basically planet side for, you know, raiding or base hits. This is a landing pad that I would use for a larger SV, specifically for things that I would be. If I was doing shuttles up to a CV in orbit, this is probably the landing pad I would be most likely to use. So once again, let's get, Vexray has done an amazing job with these. So thank you once again, Vexray, for your contributions to the community. Beautiful builds, absolutely loving these things. If you haven't checked out Vexray's stuff before, I have links to the to his workshop page, as well as to, actually for these I'm just going to link directly to the workshop page, as well as his collection page that has these, as well as most of his other his ship builds as well. So definitely take a look at Vexray's stuff. Hope you enjoyed it, and I am going to go ahead and call this one here. If you have any questions, always feel free to throw them down in the comment section below any of the videos. I will do my best to get back to you. You know this rest of the spiel. Like, subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take off. Have fun, everybody, and as always, take care and be safe out there, everyone. Man, I love these builds. I don't know where he gets his creativity from, but you gotta love it. Oh.